Bienvenidos a Esperanza Bense, donde la Esperanza Bense. Welcome to Esperanza Bense, where hope wins. Today we're pulling in the energies of the 26th of August, 2025. Venus in full effect in Leo, showing up and showing out. She is now making an opposition to the planet Pluto, bringing a little bit of depth to how we see and express ourselves, especially in terms of our relationships with others. I'm going to consider that a card deck cut, not a jumper. That was too thick to be jumpers. And also, Venus is in a trine aspect to Neptune and Saturn and Aries. So they're working together, like our dreams within our boundaries and how we want to beautify ourselves and our surroundings. Listen to me rhyme in time. That's what's going on today. Also, we're having Uranus aspects all up and down and all around. Uranus is in a trine aspect to Pluto. And it's also making a sextile to Venus. So we could be surprised. We could be surprised by that depth. You know, we could be surprised by how deeply we are moved by things, you know. We might unearth some sort of, especially like with Mars and Libra, cutting, like I think surgically, you know, don't want to forget Mars is in, you know, awkward situation over there, but we might be finding some deep like ancestral things out. Like we might be visiting with family. It's the last of the summertime here in the northern hemisphere, and we might be having those visits and unearthing some deep knowledge. You know, I had some really I had a funny realization the other day, because like my auntie is visiting from out of town, and we were sitting around the table chit-chatting about our family and stuff, and she and my stepdad were talking about my big daddy who has passed away, and they always said that he did not give a fuck. And he would like wear the most loud pants on the golf course, like checkered plaid. They're like, yeah, he was colorblind, so he didn't really care. You know, he would just wear all sorts of loud patterns together. And he was like a 6'4" tall, like dude, you know, no one was really going to tell him what, you know. And here I come rolling with Venus and Leo in my jazzy pants. You know, like I definitely have been making these ancestral connections. Maybe you are too, in small and big ways. We might be finding some riches where we didn't expect to, or digging deep to transform, detoxify, transmute. Okay? Venus is fired up and ready to be creative. And as much as you can incorporate music, you know, Neptune and Saturn, that would even be classical music, right? Because Saturn works within the bounds of the staff, you know, the lines where the notes go. And Neptune gets us nice and dreamy, right? So those are all just things to consider in the sort of astrological energetic weather right now. And I'm just going to pray over these cards, since we did not get a jumpy jumper. We just got a chunky jumper. So here we go. For the 27th of August, 2025. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Here's the near past, the present tense, near future. If you'd like your own quick hit tarot reading, they're really reasonably priced. I think they're only like $25 right now. And all my other readings are available. You can either email me or text me if you know my number, or hit me up on my website. So we have the Nine of Swords reversed with the Sun, speaking of Leo energy, and then Death reversed. So with the Nine of Swords reversed, this is a good card to see in reverse, because that means that some worry, some repetitive worry that we have been letting sort of kind of cloud our aura. These are like gridlock situations where our mind just keeps running in circles, and we're worrying about all this stuff, and it's really hard to get a good night's rest even because we have so much on our mind pressing. But with the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is great. This might be a turnaround in that energy. We might be starting to get more restful sleep. If we've had problems with insomnia, we might have a couple good nights sleep where we can actually get something done the next day, and stop worrying about what's going on out there. And with the Sun, the warmth is coming from within. The warmth is coming from the heart chakra. The warmth is coming from, letting our inner child have some fun. Even sunbathing, getting those last rays of sunshine before the fall and then the winter come. The Sun is, the radiant heat and the shimmering glimmer that comes from inside of us when we feel safe. We have to feel safe. We have to feel protected. See that wall there? That's still some boundaries. That's still some protection. And the sunflowers are growing wild out there. They're further protecting us. And here we can, inside the boundaries of these walls, we're safe to feel our naked selves and be out in the sun and fly our freak flag, right? And with the Death reversed in the near future, something that we might have thought was going to be ending for good might have to have a few works left to do. Sometimes we get into these contracts in life and in spirit world where we got to read the fine print, and there might be a few more steps to take before we can fully let go of something for real. So that seems to be that there's still like a death and a shedding process going on, probably from that new moon in Virgo that we just had on Friday, which you can check the playlists and see the moon video for the new moon in Virgo. But this is Plutonic energy, which is opposite of the Leo energy right now, right? Because Pluto is in Aquarius, opposite Leo, okay? Venus in Leo. And Mercury is still in Leo at 18 degrees. So with Death reversed, that's also kind of sometimes can be a situation where something that we thought was gone and dead and gone for good comes back around. So in the near future, I guess we got to keep our eyes peeled for those types of situations as well. And that's what I have for you for today, for the 27th of August, 2025. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your like, share, subscribe, for your comments. It's so nice to stay in touch, and it's so nice to see how these cards are interacting with your energy and if and when they speak to you. Bye. Love you. Bye-bye now.